Don't look at me.
What's happening, everybody? It's an amazing show tonight.
It hasn't even started.
It hasn't even started yet. It's already amazing, but you got to win some free glass tonight.
Oh my goodness.
We definitely have the question right in front of your very eyes. Do you buy our candy canes as gifts or for yourself? I personally do know somebody who's got over 500 candy canes, and their whole tree every year is candy canes only.
That's incredible.
That's right.
It's hardcore.
Yes, I'm so happy my mic is working.
Me too.
Such a stressful reliever.
Yeah.
Just want you guys, it's a little cold out there tonight. We're starting to feel the nip. We got the glory hole right here cooking at about 2,500 degrees. Jake and Marcy were in here most of the day today, blowing glass, getting buck wild, and it's feeling nice and warm over here. I'm going to warm my hands up just for a few minutes so that I can get all limbered up. I think I heard that I'm not allowed to make a warm-up piece tonight because we've got too many custom orders, which is nothing wrong with that. We got Jake and Marcy here. Look at, there she is.
We got
there
some
he
cool
is.
custom orders lined up. And folks, we didn't really market it too much. I've just been piling the custom orders on as they're coming in, but it's getting into the holiday gift giving, buy something for your friends and have it made online season. And tonight we've got, instead of 2, we've got 3 large, sweet custom orders that are going down. Next week we've got 4 custom orders lined up, and we're gonna do a maximum of 4, which means adding 2 custom orders to every single show going through December. So keep that in mind as things are booking up. We're trying to give you all a little more room to get your scheduling in, but we're already booked for next week, and I got a couple already scheduled for the week after that. So.
Yeah, and basically what you're saying is that it's the perfect gift. If somebody wants to have a piece made for their son, daughter, mom, dad, grandpa, uncle, aunt, niece, nephew,
or yourself,
who lives in Cucamonga, you call them and you say, hey, I got you a present and you want to watch show number 137, tonight's 135, maybe 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks. Tune in on YouTube or Facebook and watch your gift being made before your very eyes.
That's right.
It doesn't get any better than that, you guys. I mean, that's way better than like Marshall's. Getting them an austerizer.
Austerizer?
Yeah.
How about a power washer? I'd love one of those.
What does that mean? What does an austerizer do? That's the question of the night.
They birth eggs like this big.
An austerizer? Oh, they do, don't they? You can make a huge omelet out of one of the austerizers young.
Anyway, folks. On to some glass blowing. Let's take a look at the board and see what we got going on. Ironically, these gifts, I do believe, are all for themselves here tonight, which is cool. These guys are hooking themselves up. Sandy, I believe, I can't quite remember, has had custom orders done before. Tanya, folks, has just completed an incredible situation in her life, a beautiful surgery, and she's done, and she's healthy, and she's resting, and we're about to make her a collaboration piece from Chris and I to commemorate that beautiful turning point in her life. And then we're making for Juan and Lucy a beautiful decanter.
Nice.
That's gonna be cool. We haven't made a decanter in a while. Yeah, we're gonna spin the mold. We're gonna do a quick challenge here because it is show number 5, 135, and on all the 5s, we're going to do the longest raindrop challenge.
This is it, all right.
And we know what happened the first time. Marcy almost took the building down, and we know what happened every time this challenge has ever happened, which is Jacob won. So let's go ahead and see what happens tonight, folks.
I don't know about that, but it is 135. Jake's going to get the mold ready.
We'll get the mold ready. We've got a beautiful display we'll go over maybe after the challenge, and you saw a little bit of it in the beginning, but this is coming into gift-giving season, and we've got it lined up for you. 12 days of holiday cheer and Glass Academy goodness.
You guys, right here, this is it. The first day of the 12 days of holiday cheer. And we are running a super amazing special gift-giving deal on these amazing candy canes. Tonight is the candy cane night.
Aw, yeah.
And every one of the 12 days, we're going to be releasing a new super cool item that you guys can buy only online and get a really good deal during the show So the next one is going to be next Tuesday.
12 days of deals. It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays all through November. 3 weeks.
We'll be releasing them during each show every week.
So
we
3
go
days
live.
a week.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday night's our normal show.
Yep.
Then, now, the question is that every week on Tuesday is going to be the next 136 show, but are these other shows counted as shows?
We don't. It's this different thing. Experimental show, and then the annealer reveal to see all the finished product. We will just be revealing new deals and beautiful things for the holiday season.
I like
each
it.
day, and we'll talk more about that as the show goes
All right,
on.
we're going.
And let us know if you got questions.
We're going for Michelle. You got to get in here.
Where's
sweetie.
she going? She's turning
Nice.
on the neon sign. I like that mindset, but I think she was trying to get out of here. New
Everyone,
shoes?
get your feet in.
Look at my cool new shoes.
Are those recycled plastic?
They got vent holes. I don't know.
I think they are. And
What
in
are those
fact,
called?
I think
That's
I
the-
know who made those.
That's that place you did the commercial with, right?
Not duck feet.
Mold spinning.
These are from the Netherlands.
Marcy's first.
Ah.
Michelle.
Ah.
Chris always goes last.
Come on.
What is that about?
That's a crock.
Hey,
All right,
I
here
like
goes
going
Marcy.
last.
She's excited, folks. She's ready to go.
So, folks, this is the longest raindrop challenge. That's taking one gather, no heats, no nothing, letting that glob of glass drip to the floor. It cannot touch the floor, and whoever gets it to stop and cool down and solidify, the longest gather will win this challenge.
I like it.
So Marcy's coming up with it. She's onto
Marcy's
the bench.
getting up in the air.
Let's see what she's got. She's wiggling it now.
Whoa.
She's going to throw it maybe. I don't know. I'm going to get out of the way.
She is up there.
She's letting it go. She's letting it go. She's doing the side swing on it. There, it's dangling now. Here it comes. Looks like she's got good heat on it. It's really moving now. Marcy, good God.
Careful.
Take it easy with all that. Marcy, stop that. Up and down. Holy moly.
Well,
Could have took somebody out. Look at this.
we
though.
were scared.
She's got a completed
Get the tape
raindrop.
measure, Jake. It's right over there. Here it is.
We got it.
Now, Marcy did a good job. She's got about a good, I bet you that's
Hey,
12 inches.
if all of ours
So bad.
if all of ours drop on the floor, Marcy has a completed raindrop, so she will win by default. So you're in the running, Marcy. She's gonna knock it off. We're gonna take a gander. And you all know how to take a gander here. You use the tape measure, and you take the chalk, and you write it right next to it. You want me to
We
knock
all
that?
know how to get it off the pipe.
Come on. Just knock it off of there, Marcy.
Come on now, let's go, Marcy.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
We got nervousness
some
on
kinda-
the home front, folks.
What's going on
She's
here?
bringing the jacks out now. Get her the hacksaw, the puffer.
There we go.
Holy moly,
None of us knew
folks.
it was simply the puffer.
Woo! We are at 11 inches, folks, on the schnoz.
Draw it out there, right, Marcy, and put 11 inches.
All right. Michelle.
All right, now it's Michelle's turn. Here she goes, folks.
Business extraordinaire. Long-time glass
Oh,
blower.
God,
and
look at her
super
stretching
squatter.
out.
Watch
Ready
out.
to go. She's ready.
Woo! This could get crazy. The furnace is nice and warm today. We were cooking it hot. We were running through a lot of glass. So it's on the lower side and it's really hot. So if you let this thing get out of control on you, you might lose it real fast. Uh-oh. Whoa.
It doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's dripping.
So she got a little fold in it, but she saved it. It's better than having it fall on the floor.
Going for the crutch stool.
Going on the stool now. Looks like she might not have enough heat. We're going to see. She's swinging it. Everyone's swinging it. Everyone's really swinging it around these parts. Oh, this is insane. Someone's going to get injured.
What went on over there?
Wow.
Oh, you might be a little longer. You never know.
I don't know. Cut it off right next to it.
Okay, here we go. Coming down. Jake's going to get the marker. This one looks like it's a little bit longer. I bet you that's 14 inches depending on where it breaks.
Whoa, that is
I
tight.
think it's 12.
Oh, man.
11 3/4.
Got me about all three.
Mock it
Wow.
up. Mock it up.
I've been beaten out again, guys.
Michelle.
All right, now we all know who's up now. Let's get a close-up here. Dun, 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 dun. Jake the Snake, he's up, folks.
3-time reigning champion.
Its bubble's gonna be burst tonight, sorry to say. Sorry about that, Jake. Oh, he went for a different pipe. Let's see what he pulls out of his gather.
Oh, baby.
Oh, it's a chubber.
I gotta get some serious length on this thing.
It can't hit the floor. He's feeling the pressure, guys.
I'm a little nervous.
He's really feeling the pressure. Check it out. I don't think he's going to be swinging it, but we're going to be watching it drip right here.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Disqualified.
Jacob, there's his beautiful droplets in the crack.
Oh.
Well, now it's not bad. I can't overdo it. I can't get crazy.
Gosh darn it.
Chris's turn, so I'm going to double team this.
I'm no longer the reigning champ.
Oh, man.
You could be.
That's
Oh,
treachery.
no, you're not. Someone's going to win.
There's no way I can win.
Thank you, everybody, for the wave. Jake is so sad right now. I'm sorry.
Bad news. I can't even get the measuring tape out because there's nothing to measure.
There's nothing to measure. Oh, man.
Well, here goes Chris. He's got just about as much glass as I did.
Technique going on here.
Here we go. It's a big boy.
Oh, man.
So he knows that it doesn't have to beat much more than 11 3/4 inch.
He's just got to be a foot long in order for it to work.
Right.
But he can't.
If it goes longer than a foot, though, then you got a problem. He's trying to get it to swing out. He's got a lot of glass, so it probably will be falling. Let's see.
Doing a
He's
round
really
the
giving it the
world.
around the world. Let's see. Oh, it's close.
Getting somewhere.
Oh boy, look at this. Look at this technique.
Looks like it's stiffened up on me. Can we get a foot?
I think he might start generating wind power in a second.
Generating wind power.
Close.
Now you gotta get it off.
That is actually pretty darn close. We don't know.
With no diamonds or nothing.
Let's see, folks. And if it breaks when he knocks it off, then he's going to be having a problem.
Oh, man. Someone's trying to call. Puppy.
Oh my, let's see how it breaks, how it breaks. Oh.
That's close though.
12 1/4.
Woo! That's right, folks.
The treachery.
That's right.
I'm not going to write anything. I'm just going to
Just
go like
write-
this.
The champion.
Boo.
Write your name on
Boo.
Watch this.
Whoa.
It's rubber. Look at it.
It's incredible. What a move.
rubber, steel, factory.
That's right.
Well, folks, Chris is going to get his name signed on the Champions Trophy. That's a bummer, but it is what it is.
Winner spot.
And we will put it on the contest winner spot, but unfortunately the markers go all over the place and no one ever knows where they are. So
Well, we don't normally write it on there, do we?
no worries. Let's talk about what's going on first here, folks. Get a little highlight of Chuck over here hanging out,
Hi.
giving us some good energy.
Chuck Webb here.
Folks, we're doing a custom lantern here for Sandy. And this is something that we kind of went back and forth about, the color, the style, what we were going to do with this sweet lantern pumpkin. And if you guys have ever seen our pumpkins before, a lantern has an opening in the bottom of it so that you might see a light shining inside the pumpkin. And what we're going to do with this one is use bar color on it, an opal white. So it's a slightly transparent, blown really thin white We're going to put black powder on the ribs, and we're going to have a beautiful gold stem with gold leaves on it. And it's going to be a lantern.
You
This
said
is
it's gonna
some
be
pretty,
this big?
like, this is some pretty, just about this big.
Size of an exercise ball?
This is some pretty hardcore stuff.
Red lantern here.
Yes.
Making this lantern for Sandy.
So will you pick up that white, and I will gather up
You doing an overlay?
overlay. And I'm only going to use probably like 2/3 of that white. So this is a pretty big pumpkin, folks. So we got the jumbo pipe out again to make sure things go smooth. Make sure it's nice and warm. We've actually pretty recently done
Come
an
on over
overlay.
here, Marcy. I'll show them the garage with the white.
Yeah.
This is the bar white, guys. Right in here, I'm grabbing. Check it out. I went in. Use zoom if you can. Don't want to get too close. I'm going to stick the hot bit on the bottom. It's been in there for a little bit, sitting at 1,000 degrees. Now I'm on the pipe. And I want to heat that up just enough that it's not going to crack when I come out. This garage here is an Italian piece of equipment. It's got 2 doors in it. This is way too hot for me to touch to show you the other door, but right here's the parameter. It's cooking at about maybe 1,100 degrees. And the cool thing about a garage is that, and this is something that I learned when I built this a long time ago from some Italian masters back in the 90s. You put the parameter in the far right corner. It's sitting at a little over 1,000 degrees. Everything from here over is a lot hotter than that. So if you leave it on the left side, it'll melt the glass, but if you leave it on the right, it stays stiff, and you can move it over depending on what you're doing with it. That's why it's such a cool, diversified piece of equipment. So I think I've got enough heat on this that I can quickly get over to the glory hole over here and heat it up. Watch.
You don't want that thing to explode. I'll get out of his way. That's about red hot and ready to go, so I'll put her back for a minute here while he heats that up.
So now I've got this chunk, and now that I know it's safe, I'll let you guys look at it up close. Look at that. That's just a solid bar of opaline white.
Opaline white, correct.
Yeah, so it's opal white. It's not a complete enamel opaque. It's slightly transparent white, which is beautiful. An opal white glass, like milk almost.
Yeah, we thought about it. I mentioned it to Sandy, and you know, sometimes it's cool writing up custom orders because some people really watch the show and are dedicated to the show and have learned a lot about glass blowing. And when they write up a custom order, they're saying technical things to me that the majority of the population has no idea how that works in glass blowing, but people are coming to me with ideas for their piece that are pretty technical and cool. And I don't remember if it was my idea. I think it was for Sandy, but I think she knew what I meant when I said I wanted to use white bar color for this because the contrast of that and the black ribs on here is going to be super tight. And then the lantern on the inside glowing up the white, it's going to look sweet.
I was kind of just thinking about adding to that note about what people know about glass. I was at the Red Wings game, just to bring up a miscellaneous topic. You know, the
They're
Red
playing
Wings,
great, folks.
our amazing team, go Wings. But I was at the Red Wings game the other night and met a few people, and it was telling them that I was a glass blower, and they didn't even know what I was talking about. They're like, "What are you talking about, blowing glass? You take glasses from the store and blow in them?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "You make something out of liquid glass," and they had no idea what that meant.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing to still think that there's so many people out there in the world who don't even, I mean, really the reality of it is that I think something like 60% of the world's population doesn't even have running water or heat. So that's kind of a trip itself. So I guess we are talking some,
serious technical stuff.
yeah.
So I'm shaping up this core, this little bubble. It's not a bubble yet, but I'm gonna show you as I puff this air in here. Here it comes. Watch this bubble come in. It's coming through my thumb right now. Boom. A tiny, tiny bubble so that I can let this stiffen up and I can fit all the white from this ultra dense white color and squish it down over this to blow it out nice and smooth.
Isn't that a song? It's a
Huh?
song. Tiny Bubbles is
Casey.
a song.
Tiny bubbles?
That's one of Jake's favorite songs when he was a kid, folks.
Tiny.
Tiny bubbles, and he'd be in the bathtub.
I don't know if I know anything about that.
You don't remember those days, Jake. That's when you were a little tyke.
Well, everybody watching on YouTube, it looks like there's about 10, 15 of you guys. That's super cool. Thanks for watching us. We've got a nice following on Facebook. We're going to be hooking up Twitch. We're going to be hooking up maybe Instagram soon enough so we can stream all at one time. But wherever you all are watching from, for whatever city you're watching from, let us know in the chat and holler at us and let us know how you're feeling today. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, we're going to be getting the live feed going on Itch, which is a whole new website.
What
it's
is
totally
that?
cool, you guys. You can check it out. Just look for us on Itch. Sorry, but I don't know all the names of these dang places, but...
Is this the one, or are you going to put a neckline in it? Or?
No, you don't need
All
a
right.
neckline.
Just careful on the door now. So here we go, folks. We're about to overlay this thing and squish it down.
Don't chintz on it, just use
real
it all.
good. You know it's opaline because it's completely clear right now.
Just don't take that bubble.
Yep. Oh, baby. What a beautiful
Creamy.
drop. That went
Now
on
he's-
so consistent.
You want it in here?
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm just going to pull this out for you folks so you can see the sweet opaline
me get in there.
special.
Sandy, this is going to be a really cool pumpkin. See that striking? It was just transparent. It was almost like clear when I was putting it on there. And now it's a solid, dense white. So
So
we blow this out real thin and large, it's going to really spread out and be
Marver
beautiful.
now?
I'm going to the Marver town.
So Jake's going to be marvering it. What he's planning on doing right now is pushing that opaline white over
gotta do
that
the
clear
splits,
bubble.
too.
Watch this. See how he's pushing it over up onto the moil. The moil is this large section that's the blowpipe that has glass on it. And when you push that opal white up, you want to make sure you get it up onto the pipe so that when he gathers over that with crystal, it won't come off and peel off. You want to make sure the whole piece is going to be opaline.
That's because all the colors have different melting temperatures. And so if I've got right at the end of the pipe crystal clear glass and then it just turns into white right halfway down, I could be blowing it out and the clear could blow out twice as easy as the white. So you want to have it right here. I'm connecting it, boom, up over the pipe and onto the solid part. That's wasting a little bit of that white, but you have to do it in order to make this move happen.
And this is called encased glass. So he gathered crystal, we overlaid white over it, then he's going to gather crystal over that so that the opaline is going to be encased in between two layers of crystal, guys, which is going to make it a beautifully sparkly, gorgeous looking pumpkin, especially when he rolls it in this black powder on the edges.
That's going to be tight.
This is opposite of dust in the cracks. It's the black on the high points of the ridge when he comes out of the mold.
And how many of you all have seen us make a pumpkin before? Any newbies out there on the show? Watch us for the first time ever, watching live glass blowing on the internet, the hottest show on the internet.
What show did they miss?
And what show did they miss?
Show did I miss? But they're going to see a different version of it.
Yes. You missed a lot of, there's been a lot of pumpkin action going down this month. We're slowly transferring into holiday season. And actually, I was thinking in 3 minutes it's about to go live. Maybe you want to show them the website while I let this solidify?
I think so. I also think that there could be somebody out there, folks, who doesn't even know what a pumpkin is.
What?
Yeah, they don't even know what pumpkins are in Jamaica. They don't grow pumpkins in Jamaica.
Or Australia, I heard. You guys don't even have Halloween, right?
Let's go look at the case.
All right, let's go. Let's check out the candy canes, guys. Well, he's getting ready for his next gather. Like we told you, this is the first night of the 12 days of Christmas, the 12 days of holiday cheer. And we've got all these super cool candy canes. Tonight, the first night is our candy cane extravaganza. And check it out, from everything from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. All lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 7 and 8 are sets of 3 candy canes. And we have multiples of these. I'm not sure how many, but every one is its own nice color pattern. We've got this beautiful khaki green, opaline white, and a deep ruby. Then over here in number 2, we've got this beautiful white and lime green, a celadon in white it looks like. We've got a gorgeous looking like yellow with a white edge. We've got some gorgeous yellows in lot number 3, white and yellows, super tasty. We've got the cool blues over here in number 4. Yep, number 4, number 4 is called the soft and cozy deep blues. I was making them up, but they got them figured out. Number 5 is the cool winter mist.
He was saying something else, but now we've got it figured out.
Yeah, I got it figured out. Cool winter mist.
Maybe we can complete those right after this as well, because they will be on the website and they can look themselves.
Yeah, number 6 is the last one, is the spice set. And I just had a dang tasty, spicy soup Michelle made. Pumpkin spice with apples. Oh, but number 6 is really, really good for the harvest time. All right, Jake's got the molten gather going up here. Big one. Is it going to be only one gather on this pumpkin?
Yep.
Looking good, looking good.
Well, this would technically be 3 gathers, or 2.
Right.
But this is going to be a big boy.
2.5.
You want a block or no?
There's an 8 in the other bucket. I'll have to go hunting for a 10.
I don't even think you'll get it in 8.
Yeah. I'm going to use the Marver on it. So the idea right now is I got to shape this clear up and keep it even and symmetrical around that opaline white core, because that needs time for this glass to let that heat sink into it. I actually see a beautiful halo of clear of that that white turning into clear on the outside, or turning transparent. But I got to get this heat to go all the way into the core of this before I start to blow it out, because the bubble is introduced already into this mass, but it's in the very core of it, and the core is cold, the outside's hot. This is going to be
I think
a
we're
nice
live, folks. Just so you know, those candy canes are live. We're going to get
That's
back
the
to
truth.
explain them to you a little bit, but it's 6:31 right now, and this is it, guys. The first night grand opening of the 12 days of holiday cheer.
And we've actually we didn't build it up as much as I thought we might have, because we got so much going on, but we have spent some serious time and some serious marketing hours planning out these 12 days for you all and how it's all going to be unveiled and coming down to it. We've got some really cool products lined up. And look at, oh man, it's hard to see in there, but it looks cool.
It's kind of conical with the round around it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a milky spirit in there. What's that?
Want to push it on it so you can see it?
Yeah, you want to take the camera?
Yeah.
Or,
No, someone to hold the pipe so you can see the end of it.
oh no, I can see it.
It's going to blow out fine once you puff a little more air in it.
Everything is looking amazing.
You want a bigger mold?
Nope, everything's looking amazing. So I'm still working that heat into the core.
Super nice how when you get it real hot, that white goes transparent
It's
again.
so cool.
Real nice.
Talk about the virtual show.
Virtual show. Our holiday show.
Yeah, get your ticket for the virtual show, folks. It's online too. It's under the shop app on the website, right?
Yep.
The virtual show is December 5th, everybody, and that is going to be the amazing, unbelievable show. You think our pumpkin virtual show is amazing? Wait till you see this. It is going to be about, what, 6 hours, Marcy?
5 hours.
11 to 4, 5 hours of glass blowing
Going into the
goodness.
mold. We're going into the mold here. Nice and juicy.
All right, Sandy, going into the mold. Jake's puffing it up with his deep breath, looking good. He capped it to get a real nice ridges. Now, this is
Oh,
the important
baby.
part. Check it out how he's rolling it on the Marver. He's got to go back and reheat it a little bit so that the edges of those ridges become molten and sticky. So when he rolls it onto the black, it does it. Where's that Instagram? You want me to work that a little?
That's not Instagram. This is YouTube.
Oh, you want me to work that phone? Is it
You need to
videoing?
work the Facebook.
What, questions?
You need to work the Facebook questions.
I'm just going to need one assistant. Just one assistant, that's all. Just help.
All right, here we go, guys. Right on the edges. Looking good, looking good. Takes a steady hand to do this. I always have problems. Jake has got really good at doing this. Look at that.
Ooh, baby.
I like it. You think you want a shield?
That's clean. I might need a shield for sure.
I'll bring out the little...
All right, what else can you have, everyone?
That's Facebook.
I know.
Yep. Just right over here, everybody.
Wow.
You don't need both.
Blow. Good. That's good.
Looking nice. I like these.
Blow. Blow. Like the wind.
More.
Good. Oh yeah. Sandy, this is a one of a kinder. This thing is sweet. I'm gonna heat it up. We'll give it a little bit more puff, but I think it's looking incredible. It's gonna be a lantern as well,
Yeah.
yep. Actually, we might be good on the puff. I'm gonna puff it out myself, let it squat back on itself here. Oh man, holy moly.
Nope. That is looking good, Jake. You're gonna need a puff to blow that out, aren't you?
No, I'm good.
For the lantern?
Oh yeah, for the lantern I will, yep. Woohoo! Look at the shape and look at how clean those black ribs went on there.
Really nice.
Wow.
Time for that?
Wow. Yes, it's time.
All right, Marcy's gonna get a good shot of this, guys. This is the sweet lantern technique. Jake's gonna let me know when he wants me to blow, when he gets the bottom hot enough, and we're actually gonna blow a hole right through the hottest point of the glass, and it's gonna pop. So make sure we see that.
I'm gonna probably take one quick flash and then we'll do it on the next one.
All righty, sounds good.
This is yeah, this is pretty fun. I like doing these because it totally reminds me of making goblets and opening up goblet feet. When I fold this lip and open it up, it's gonna be a really cool thing.
Sandy's loving it already.
All right, Sandy's watching. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, get in close, Marcy, with the zoom, and make sure you get a blaster when it sticks on Jake's finger.
All right, start puffing light. Keep it coming. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that through the mics, but it said.
It sounded like
Now. Now it's whistling at us. The air from the torch is whistling against the pumpkin. And look at that. Give it the old squish. Here I'm going to give it the old inward fold upon itself. Oh, baby, that went good. Sandy's getting the treatment.
So now to get that opened up so that a LED candle can fit in there, he's going to open it a hair more, and he's going to puff it with the puffer to round it out so it's got a really nice, beautiful shape.
I will say, folks, we probably made just about 0 pumpkins with bar color this year. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you all have seen most of what we've done, but I'm pretty positive this is the only bar color pumpkin we've done, let alone
At least this year.
a lantern and with leaves and with a beautiful gold stem.
This is a gold stem, right?
Iris gold.
I'm going to get ready for that, folks.
I'm gonna actually be taking a cap on this one. Beautiful. We'll do that one more time. I'll have Dad cap it so you guys can see how this thing puffs open.
Okay.
Pretty cool move. Right now it kind of looks like the top of like a mason jar. It's got like a big lip on it. So I'm gonna seal that edge with Chris sealing the air into the pipe, and I'm gonna puff into the pumpkin. It'll expand the bottom and push that mason jar cap up into it so it's got a rounded bottom and it doesn't look like it's sitting on some sort of like something. Oh, baby. That's just about as clean as it could have gone.
Looks good.
It looks super freaking clean.
All right, I think we're about ready for STEM Town.
Look at how we blew out. It was the perfect amount of color. It's transparent still. It kind of looks like a ghost white or something. Transparent, but totally like bed sheety. I didn't just say the S word there, folks. I said sheety, like a bed sheet. Anyway, so we're gonna do 2 leaves first, 2 gold leaves.
Really?
Yep.
Putting those on first?
Yes. I'm gonna grab these leaf crimpos. We got 100 tools up here. That's got the gold on there? Yep. I got no shears. Thank you. Can't cut the glass in a beautiful leaf shaded point if we don't have the straight shears, folks. So here we go. This is leaf number 1. It's gonna be a hot one. Ooh, babe. Tight squeeze.
Out of door?
Nah. Gotta keep it on edge here. Ooh, the streaks are looking good. Oh, baby. All right. Yep, I'm trying to think about things to talk about.
Oh, I'm just gathering up the stem over here, everybody. While Jake's putting the finishing touches on that, those 2 beautiful gold leaves.
And we will actually need a stamp on the side of it as well, so maybe
Before the stem?
Yep, so maybe
I can bring it.
or Gabby, if you'd grab the camera.
I can get it.
What, just cut off all
I'm
that
trashing
gold?
this, don't worry about it. I got it.
He's got it, everyone. He's the man. It's all right. It's
I
only our
couldn't
most
stand
expensive
around
color.
with the stem gather and let it get cold, folks. So it does no help having somebody jump in and do it when the timing's not right.
GA stamp going on here. Boom, right on the side. That's how you know it was made by us.
Give me the okay when you want me to start the stem.
All right, I will. So now we got everything completed, and we're gonna make sure all these temperatures are equal and everything's looking good. And then the timing is what's super important. So we're gonna go for the gold stem here. I'm gonna have to reduce the leaves. I'm gonna bring out the iridescence in the gold leaves first before we knock it off. And then we're gonna put the gold stem right onto the point that it's connected to the pipe. The timing is everything here. So I see Chris is going for his gather, which means I'm going to get the reduction ready. So So that's a lot of flame, a lot less oxygen coming out of here. When we come out, these leaves are gonna be blinging. They're blinging. So Chris is getting it shaped up. He's gonna be going in the mold now, so I'll give it one more flash. In the mold. And then I'm gonna knock this off. Here we go. Beautiful break. We got the large pumpkin stem putter on her here. Nice squish. Here comes the wrap. Oh baby, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep.
I like it. Look at that, how it came right down by the leaves. I love it.
Connects right to the leaves, so pretty much the leaves are right on the end of the stem. It's like they grew off of the stem, which biologically, anatomically is correct, folks. And that's probably one of the sweetest pumpkins we've made all year. That thing is tight. Blinging gold, taking her away.
That's a gorgeous looking lantern.
In there with a lot of pumpkins, beautiful. Woo! Got a little hairy there in the middle, but that turned out really good. That was sweet. Sandy, you got something special there. I'm excited for the anneal reveal for that one. Wow.
I'm actually getting ready. I'm heating up a wooden trough to make a large cylinder vase. That's going to be for the next piece, and I'm making sure that I get it nice and wet because we're going to be using it to shape that cylinder in it, and it needs to be wet, otherwise we'll catch it on fire. So I want to soak the wood in the paper really, really well. So this is going to be a piece, it's going to be the custom collabo with Jake and I for Tanya, and we decided to bust out some of the big gear.
Yes, I'm live. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
So what we decided to do for everyone was have 12 days of holiday cheer. From market trends, and what I'm understanding is people want to get their items shipped early because, right, all those ships in the port, what's going on, we want to make sure UPS gets your items to your home. So we have put together these special collections. Each one of our candy canes takes some color, heats it up, and stretches it long. Now, if you watch the pumpkin show, you might have seen this. We're gonna do it again at that holiday show. So be sure to get your ticket. These are ones that we had been working on this summer. So our little elves behind the scenes were making product that you didn't know about. Because we're a small crew, we cannot produce a ton of work in a small amount of time. So we got you set up. Each candy cane comes in a set. The reason that we did this is because they match in a nice set. The colors work really well together, and you can decorate your home. Now, some people put these on the tree. You can hang them in your window. We've named them, like number 7 is cinnamon spice. So these are great gifts to give to anyone. Personally, I like 9 and 10. We've got the cool colors and the warm colors and mystery packs. These are great. So you could give one to a teacher, one to a hairdresser, one to the bus driver, and still have some left over, because I guarantee some are going to be your favorite colors. So that's what's on the table. 12 days of holiday cheer will be the whole month of November. So 3 items a week, 4 weeks, 12 items, and then these items will, in December, they swap out because we're going to do our holiday show. Our holiday show is going to be super fun. Just like the pumpkin show, we're going to have seasonal favorites. You're going to see Chris make a penguin. We're going to pull some cane, and we have some other special treats, but those are getting lined up, so I can't share that yet. I hope Chris has his mic off. Later on, we're going to pick the words for Thursday's experimental show. Question du jour. And you send the answer to enews@glassacademy.com. And what else?
Just look at the snowman. Look at him.
Yeah, I brought scissors. I'm going to adjust his scarf. What I like about our snowmen is that you can adjust the scarves every year. And I always cut them backwards first. So I went that way. I need to go this way, that way. So the scarves can be adjusted. You can make him look like he's flying in the wind. Whee! So these are all handmade in our studio. If you saw one of the posts we did earlier in the week, because our gallery manufactures what we sell, there's always something here to buy. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right, folks.
All right.
So it's go time. You want to come stand over here with me, Mom?
Yep.
All right.
We've got a sweet custom order, folks, for Tanya lined up here. I think they can hear just fine. It's all good. Folks, Tanya just had a serious surgery in the hospital, and she is recovering, and this is all about her recovery right now. It's a recovery piece. This is good energy for Tanya. It's going to be a collaboration between Chris and I, which she's got many pieces from Chris, she's got many pieces from me, but we haven't done a collaboration piece yet.
No.
So we've been brainstorming it. We've got an idea. We're going to incorporate that Van Gogh ball that I put in all my pieces, and then Chris is going to put some serious large-scale
Yeah,
swing into
I
this
saw
piece.
Chris cleaning out some items, and he's brought out the big guns.
The big guns.
The big guns. I'm going to hand off my mic to Marcy. She's going to do a couple of the play-by-play while you guys get started.
Sounds good.
But I seem to be hooked. All right.
All right.
What space now?
Let's do it, guys. Jake's taking the mic. I mean, the camera.
I don't know. What's going on? Hey guys, let me give it a second so I can put this mic on. All right. So right now, Michelle is picking out her words that she's going to use as inspiration. So these are prompts for the items they're going to make on the experimental show this Thursday. And just so you know, we will be having, another holiday cheer day coming up on Thursday during that. So catch tuned for that. What do we have? We have wispy and stick.
Interesting.
Wispy and stick. Jake, do you want to pick yours real quick?
Sure.
Currently, Chris is warming up his pipe over there. Oh, if I'm blasting your eardrums, I'm so sorry, guys.
All good.
What you
Here
got?
are
What you
my
got?
two
What you got?
Right here, folks.
Jay's coming at it. 1. We got round. And 2. We got centipede.
That's hardcore. Round centipede.
Round centipede.
So that's something I have to make that's contemporary or literal or whatever on the experimental show.
Yes, so Michelle is going to post those up right there.
Those words were brought to you by our customers on Facebook.
Yes, so
Don't make any faces.
Thanks, everybody.
Jake is so disappointed right now. But Chris is over there with a nice warm pipe, I'm assuming. He's still there goes the gather. I can always tell when he lifts his elbows, the gather keeps on rocking. But we are doing this custom order piece. I know there is going to be a part of a Van Gogh ball in this scenario. And we're getting an 8 size black here. and Jake is breaking out newspaper. Now, a really interesting fact about all of our tools that we use, they have a variety of medias. So you got the newsprint, and you have the steel tools and brass tools, and you have the wood-soaked block, or our trough thing over there for molding, shaping, and manipulating the glass into an even shape. But they all take slightly different heats and slightly different temperatures away from the glass, so we use them according to the tools and techniques that we want to use. That was a long-winded version of explaining that. And now they're debating what to do next. Chris is double-checking his mic. What does YouTube say for us today? Can anyone double-check for me? I think there might have been a daylight savings time that I missed. I use my cell phone to clock everything, so if I've missed a daylight savings time, someone give me a shout. Someone in Britain was talking about it, so. All right, Chris is going with another block here, just to make sure that that is a nice Q-tip gather shape off the end of the pipe here. He's giving it some air.
You're gonna be gathering over that, I assume, right? All right, big boy block. It's gonna get huge here, folks.
Do you want size 12 block? 10 or 12.
10 or 12.
That should be
I think
a 10 or a 12.
this is looking like a pretty clean, pretty nice 12 right here. How's that look?
Look at that.
So that's probably one of the cleaner blocks you'll actually see. That's probably a Merck scale, maybe 3 or 4. Pretty
Why don't
simple.
you hold a couple of those blocks up and show them what the size differences are.
Got it?
Yep.
Oh, switching the buckets.
Yeah, there's
Chris doesn't care about those blocks.
there's buckets from 4, there's blocks from 4 all the way up to size 14, 16. I mean, people make large stuff. If you think about sheet glass that you use for like making windows or whatever it may be, you see videos of people on Instagram blowing cylinders as tall as me and as round as me, and you start off with a block with that. So they got to be able to work that
You
glass.
can kind of see that bubble in there, guys.
Some of
Just
the
change.
blocks
Some of the blocks.
are so big you can't even hold them. They just set them on the marble.
Kind of like this, I guess.
Just like that. But there's a lot of big blocks and a lot of Italian blocks are bronze. They're cast bronze cubes with different size blocks in each side, and they just flip
Sideways.
They just flip them on the cube. All 8 sides have a block in them, and they throw a little water in them, and you just go into the bronze mold, just
That's
make a perfect
crazy.
can. It's really nice, and the water creates this super nice water that just flows in there perfectly.
That's pretty
I
cool.
think we need to invest in this new block. Can you buy us a new bronze
A bronze block is probably
please?
like $2 million.
Please? I want this block now. I like tools.
He had never heard about it.
Really?
When I worked over, that's what we used. He's like, I never even heard of that.
That would be pretty
Chris,
cool to
I
have.
don't want a new furnace. Get me a new block.
But
We
this
have
is
a third
our,
furnace
in many
behind
shops,
those over there, so I want them to hook it up, but it costs a lot of money.
and many shops do have one of these, and this is the trough, folks. I don't know if Chris already explained a little bit of it, I think he did. But this is gonna be, because he just got another gather, it's gonna be a large piece. We're making a tall, large cylinder. We're not giving you too much information yet. You're gonna have to watch this one as it goes, Tanya. But a really large, tall cylinder. So by rolling it with 2 sides like that, it's kind of like using 2 paddles or a blade of a pair of jacks that you see us use on many of our tools. It's like a really large pair of jacks to ride on the outside and make a nice, even, symmetrical
Now
cylinder shape.
watch this big old block here, guys.
This is getting large.
Oh, that smells some kind of interesting.
I love it.
Merc smell.
I know you cannot smell this, guys, but this is just sitting in water, in a bucket, in a trough of water for
Merc
ages. Honestly, it feels good to burn it for the first time in ages because you know you're getting rid of all that goo.
Yeah, we're just putting
There's a
all
layer
of
of
that
goo.
Merc right into your piece, Tanya.
No, it's burning away. It's not getting stuck there. It's just burning off.
Tasty.
You're cleaning our tools while you make our stuff.
That's right. Folks, a reminder just to reiterate what Michelle said about the table, that it is gift-giving season. It's coming up, and to get your holiday gift giving out of the way and support local, there's a lot of talk about a recession and all kinds of other crazy stuff going on with inflation and whatnot.
We just came out of the pandemic, and they got to think of something real negative.
Something crazy.
Love that media, folks.
Either way.
Hello? Good.
We love your support, folks, that you're watching from all over the world. And
Now Chris is really trying to get this bubble to go down to the end of the mass of glass on the end of this thing. Working large definitely presents its challenges no matter how big we are. But Jake, why don't you turn around real quick? Look at those 2 new shirts, guys!
yeah.
Got 2 new colors, this deep midnight navy blue and this icy white blue here. Kind of going along with our theme this year with the holiday cheer. We're really kind of pulling the blues and the whites together. Just a personal choice of Michelle's, because she is our marketing guru and stylist du jour.
Mm-hmm.
She is an awesome pick with these. So we have brand new shirts just for you guys, so you can see what's happening. I got my shirts this weekend. I got first dibs. Ha ha ha. Giant Jacks. Do you want a paddle or a shield? Chris is braving that heat that is just radiating off of that bubble there. He don't want no shield. He a big boy. And he
Being
is
very
slowly
conscious how that bubble's forcing into the glass there.
and making sure that it gets through the bottom of this bubble over here, because right about here is where a large mass of glass is. You kind of want to keep that so that the bottom doesn't break away, but you also want to heat that out. Woo!
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm stuck on the floor.
So he
Need to
said
sit
he's going to take it into a cylinder now. We've got a round ball, and he can now purposefully heat just the bottom half and start to swing it out, let it elongate, and then we're going to see him take it over here into the wet newspaper, and that's how we're going to start to get those cylinder sides without using the jacks and burning up your forearm into a actual crisp.
And I might have you blow the end of the pipe on.
As you're doing it, you got it.
So we're going to be double teaming with a blow at the pipe and rolling it in the trough over there. And we are just swinging this out using force and a little bit of gravity to pull out that cylinder towards the bottom of the ground.
And this is the beauty of these shows, folks. Orders like Sandy's and like Tanya's and like these beautiful people here that are up next, Juan and Lucy. This is pushing us to the limits, trying new things, keeping us on our talent.
I'm trying to keep you guys seeing this, but it was round. It is now a long cylinder.
That's big.
Couple little change.
Yep. There's a lot of weight on this too. That's the other thing. As much as he's controlling the glass and doing an amazing job working with the material, you got to think about the weight that he's moving and turning with his hands right now as he's trying
giving
to
a
keep
little
it
air.
steady. It's serious.
Get as close to a cylinder as possible before you go into the mold. I'm going to shape the sides a little bit. I still want to blow that bottom off it because we got a special deal with the ball.
Right. And this is it's the first time I've ever seen used in person or either used the trough like this. So I'm learning as we're going here.
That is the beauty of working with someone who has been doing glass
There.
for so many years.
Slow, very steady, good. Keep going.
It is smoking.
Keep going. Keep blowing. Harder.
We are
Blow
just
the bottom out, guys. Keep going harder. Looking good, Jake. Coming back towards you a little. There you go, blow.
so he's purposely not letting the bottom of this
Good.
bubble hit the back edge of this, so everything keeps
Oh my
blowing out the
God.
bottom.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll get started on the ball.
I can start. I'm just going to back the mine up a little bit on my own, but you're starting, yeah?
I'm going to make it like a little smaller than we'd originally talked about since it's tall and thin. Like that big maybe?
Adding some
Yeah.
water to
Like
this.
The biggest hole. The biggest circle in that hole, that side. It's got to be a little bit of that. Two big gaps.
All right.
You saw that steam going away.
Go up in there. Watch it this big.
Yeah, all
Yep.
the wows, guys.
Orange.
Orange.
Orange size.
Orange eyes.
A navel orange.
Navel. No blood orange mini.
Everybody's loving all of the shirts, all of the stuff. Amazing. Yeah, Sharon, that's pretty crazy, Janet. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So,
Oh, wow.
how many
Look at that.
of you
I
all?
still have some thickness. I may have to have you blow this a little bit more for me, Marcy, or Michelle, maybe in the pipe.
Michelle has been recruited from tech duty.
How many of you all out there in the chat remember the colors of the Van Gogh ball that I've been doing on Tanya's pieces?
Because you've done a lot of her pieces. How many now, do you know?
I think probably like 4, maybe 5 possibly have that ball
I
in
feel
there.
like you've done 10.
I
done
might
so
have
many
done
of
10
these.
in total, but not with the ball.
Michelle inside the bench,
Get your
prepped
guesses
and
in.
ready.
I'm coming right behind you.
Yep.
Man, it is getting crowded over here. I am trying my best to stay out of everybody's way. Top squad. Michelle and Chris communicating because they're amazing. And look at this duo going at it, going hard. Doing great.
Slow. Stop. Just kind of hold pressure. Blow a little. Stop. I'm gonna go for some reheat.
Chris is making sure that he heats this correctly. But man, that thing is getting long. Will you hit the back of the hole here soon, Chris? Still got some room.
Just cap it when I go in this shell this time, okay?
Hit some water. Got to keep this thing wet, otherwise it just burns all the way through, and that's just no fun for anybody. I might have to start, I'm running out of water in this thing, so I might have to start using the bucket. Doing it again. Got a cap on the end.
It's looking
We're
good. Look at that.
just-
Look at the teamwork.
Oh, yeah.
That's 3 people on this piece right now. I'm shaping up the ball. These guys are shaping up the body.
Just exaggerating the amount of teamwork that it really goes into these pieces and these large Glass Academy pieces that we do. Glass blowing and hot studio glass cannot be done. Oh, he's going over to the furnace to heat up because Chris is in the hole over here. But we got to
Hope you
make
all
sure that
got
we're
your
working
guesses in
together.
on your colors, because the color's on there now.
Colors on there. I'm just getting all this trough action because it's looking really sweet.
I'm going to be taking a seat in the bench. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going for the Van Gogh on this ball right now.
Woo! Try not to fall over here, guys. I'm way up high.
Right behind you, Mom.
Now, this is a technique that we have developed over the years called the Van Gogh technique, where we are blending colors, mixing colors, and making sure that they are nice and swirly twisted, like Van Gogh's Starry Night, Night Sky, a very, oh, what was it again? Ah, man, I'm blanking on the more,
The what?
what was, Van Gogh Starry Night? No, the type of art thing. I'm having a blank.
Painting?
I know it's a painting, but like the style.
Somebody out in the chat.
Impressionism. Thank you,
Impressionism.
Gabby.
Nice.
See? Artist historian in the background here, master's degree in art gallery museum studies. So she actually works at the Ford Museum in the gallery spaces, so she is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Chris coming over here. And he is taking a nice deep flash.
So I'm shaping it up. I'm squishing in.
Because you got to keep that nice and toasty. If that cracks even the slightest, and that Van Gogh ball's already on there, we got to restart. So we are making sure everything is nice and toasty. If it's not toasty, it's all gone. Wow, this is just impressive, to say the least. And he's using the bench as leverage. And we have Jake over here on the holy paddle. But I think he's forgetting his jack line. And Mom's cleaning up his station. Chris holding our giant cylinder in the air. Jake shaping his ball again, putting in that jack line, coming in with our holy paddle to make sure everything is nice and round and cylindrical. Or spherical at this point. Chris has got the cylinder, Jake's got a sphere. Where is this sphere gonna go? Do we know where the sphere is going, guys?
Yeah, we do.
They know. I don't know what's going on. Nobody can tell me.
So I'm gonna
No
let
one
this
gets
get pretty
care.
solid, right, and give it a real tiny neckline, and you're gonna be super hot. Or-
I'm just gonna be super hot. You're gonna let yours get totally stiff.
Okay.
All the heat's gonna be me.
All right.
Yours is gonna be like putting away.
So they're debating. So they're apparently going to let this thing cool off a crazy ton to where it's solid in glassblowing terms. And they're going to get the bottom of our cylinder nice and hot. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they get these two together. And we got Michelle on deck for any assistance necessary. And she's just kind of cleaning things up because I am on the camera here. But man, this is getting pretty crazy, guys. This is awesome. And this is why we do these custom orders. And Tanya, I really hope you are watching this and feeling so much better.
Might be the biggest sphere we've done yet.
Might
I'll let
be
it
the biggest
solidify.
sphere. Biggest sphere on Tanya's piece yet?
Yeah.
I feel like you did 3 before. Look at that, guys.
While it's cooling, we'll kind of go over it. I'll heat that bottom up real nice and hot, and then you're just gonna come in with
Just
your
like a punny.
diamonds, just like a bunny. You stick it on right dead center. We'll spin together as you're pushing in, spinning it, making sure it's going in on center.
Right.
And once that's done, it'll be cold enough that you'll be able to just take your, I use some shears and just knock off your own piece, and then at that point we'll look at it, check it out, and drop the foot on.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, so they have come up with their game plan. And we are equipping ourselves.
Would you grab one
very
of those,
well.
Mom?
Make sure you guys are
The,
answering
extra
this
large
question
counterweights on the
and
far
emailing it to enews@glassacademy.com. Do you buy our candy canes as a gift or for yourself? We'd love to know. This is just so we can gauge kind of where you guys are feeling things. And you will
Okay.
be entered to win next
I
week's
think I'm about ready, yeah.
Spin the Wheel giveaway, because later today we are actually going to be giving away this bowl that we made last week. Isn't that right, Jake? That
Yeah,
nice
and that
bowl you
bowl,
made. This nice
without all
tight
this
bowl.
stuff in there.
Dump all out. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that
Super
spiral.
sweet.
Super tight spiral. Nice encased in his enamel white with a nice bright orange
Right.
lip wrap. Look, it's really sweet. Look at this ball here. It's getting really cold.
Now, to just reveal the colors, we can show them here again. Granny green, iridescent deep gold brown, white base, and iridescent gold, folks. That is the ball.
Right now, and then I'll go back in.
That sounds perfect.
Go ahead and hit the reduction knob.
We're going to reduce the ball before we put it up in the body of this so that it captures all those iridescent colors that I was just explaining. Thanks, Mom.
And then he's going to let that cool off again to really get that solid. But you can kind of see that sheen popping through on some of those surfaces.
That's all the bright green. You
That's
don't see
green.
that because it's still so hot right now.
So it looks brown.
Right.
But on the flip side is all that brown and iris.
On the flip side.
On the flip
folks.
side,
Got you on the flip side.
Flip side.
flip side. We're all
So
saying
here we
flip side.
go. He's giving it a serious heat on the bottom. The heating's important. If he heated up the whole bottom half, we'd squish it up in there and the whole thing would just push up and it'd become this shape. Big bubbly bottom. So he's heating up just the very bottom and we're gonna go for this. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Give it a little paper, and then you're gonna go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a light flash while you do that. I'm pretty darn icy. Yep.
So we got this bottom glowing again. Chris is hitting it with the paper.
So that's cooling sides.
Reduction.
Nah.
Nope, we're just going for it, guys.
Spin with me now. hard. Get it hard. Get it up in there. Let's make sure you got enough room to get the diamonds on the end.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. What?
Right.
That's sweet.
I can tap for you. You ready? Oh.
Don't need a tap. Just came right off.
Holy moly, yeah.
And that
Thanks,
is
Mom.
timing, guys. That is awesome timing.
That went in super smooth. The heat he had on that was perfect. You saw the way that squished all the way in there. The sides stayed completely cylindrical, and that's partially too because of the paper. He went with the paper on the sides before we did it and cooled it down.
Stuck in all the way. See if you can get it up in there because it is. Maybe we'll just fill that in with a bit on the bottom and then
Yeah.
punny it up.
We could probably give it another heat and maybe like put the jacks on the side or something as you do it, or.
I'll go back into the mold if we have to.
Oh yeah.
I think we're looking pretty good. We're going to drop the patty on this or?
I think so. I think it might be tough to get the patty wide enough for the Rosetta if it's going to fill in all those crevices. Because it's kind of a thick crevice in between the ball and the rim of the.
Debating.
Indentation.
Debating.
So good trap air in there.
So we're going to be putting a Rosetta foot on this.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
See this? I'm going to have Michelle tap it, and I'm going to go into the mold, and I'm going to paper it, and I'm going to flatten it so it pushes everything together, and it might even close
Yeah.
that dent up.
Or even puff a little bit maybe too on it.
Make a lot of puff. Just tap it to start, Michelle.
We're going to work
Oh,
this
the ball's
very slowly,
moving. Look at
guys.
that thing go.
Very, very slowly.
It's looking really good.
Wow. This viewpoint, guys, is insane. That Van Gogh
It's
ball
up in
is
there.
blowing.
It didn't close that crevice. It made it bigger, but it's in there.
You
It's
got a
flat on the
refill on the
bottom.
water
It's sticking
bottle.
out a little bit. Okay, yeah. Yep. We set this paddle down. All right. So it's definitely a lot
I
of.
think that if we put a
Man, it looks
drop
cool.
the hot bit on that, we can push it right up in there and seal that up.
Maybe not a Rosetta. We just do a clean, straight-walled, tasty, kind of like a mug style
If I
foot.
drop in the middle and I flatten it onto there, it'll fill the hole up, and it might, if it goes bigger,
We'll
it does.
see
If
what
it doesn't-
happens.
Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead and bring me a big gather.
All right. Maybe I'm flattening it. You can't reach out that far.
I'm gonna. I was thinking about dropping it onto the bottom.
You could do that.
Nobody's
but then,
tall.
I can cut that.
But then I mean flattening it on the bench. Maybe I'll take
Yeah.
the tag. All right.
Hey, Gabby, after this piece, do you want to do Wheel of Names? Okay. We'll do Wheel of Names after this piece, guys, and then we'll get into the next thing. But wow, this is getting crazy, guys.
It's getting wild. This is probably going to be
And
the
Michelle's
biggest foot I've
turning.
ever dropped. It's going to be a big boy.
You better have enough.
Real big.
So Chris right now is heating the moil back here because, is it cracking on us?
Tell me when you're ready. You taking a
Slightly,
heat?
slightly cracking.
Take one flash and I'm coming out.
Okay. Folks, the timing's big time. The longer this piece gets, the more it's cool up near the pipe. That's why he was torching it there. That's why we're going to take this extra flash right before I bring it over. And here we go,
So we
folks.
gotta baby everything, guys. Might even do it with moil wrap eventually.
Yep.
This is gonna be insane, guys. Highest I've seen this. And this is called Big Project 10.
Nice.
Shell's on
Nice.
field duty.
Can I hand that to you?
Jake's coming around. Chris is trying not to hit him with the hot piece of glass.
Do it. I'm thinking.
What do you want, the paddle on the outside, or what, you want to rosette it?
No, I think go for
Yep.
the bottom. There you go.
Beautiful.
Aw, look at this sweet family picture. All blowing glass together.
Looks great. Looks really
How
great.
touching.
Cylinder.
Yeah, I think we should. Looks beautiful. I think the weight on that's proportionate for the height of this piece because it's a big solid ball. You got the big foot on there. It's tall and it has no width on the bottom. So to have extra weight when you're working with a tall cylinder like that is pretty important. That also means we're gonna have to give it a second to cool down. We can't just punny it up on this giant mass of solid hot glass. So we really gotta take our time and let things equalize. And we did trap a little air in there. We could have dropped like some sort of like ceremonial essence of something in there. Now we know.
Another family photo.
Totally. This is cool. This is the kind of stuff I've been dying to do over here, dreaming about some bigger pieces.
Now, this fun little tool here is called a yoke, and we got it literally on these tracks like a train. And we can wheel in and out of our reheating furnace here, guys, so that when we lift it and set down the piece, we're not hitting up
Maybe a little
against
love on the moil while
our
we wait for it.
wall or the door or anything.
Puff that foot shell.
So look at this. This is
Michelle.
cooling down the foot with air, with breath, and Chris is heating up the moil up here with
Torch.
the torch.
The torch.
That's pretty darn cool. And actually, as we always say, it's nothing cool about it. It's super hot. We don't want it to be too brittle up here when we break it off the pipe. If it's too cold, it'll put a crack right down the whole side of this piece.
And then it's all for naught.
This thing's not light, folks.
Not light at all.
Good thing I did my 25 push-ups last week on the show. Because my clown nose fell off. Thanks,
Yeah, it
Marcy.
totally fell off all by itself. Go back and watch it. It was great.
It's like a lot went on between last week and now. It looked like a year ago.
I know, right, Chris?
Man, that looks cool.
Jake's gonna be.
Just messing
Sure,
with
go
the
make it
lighting
right
here,
now.
guys,
Okay.
so you can really see what's going on.
Cheryl, I just want to ask if Cheryl would pick her jaw back up off the floor, because that is not sanitary.
Pick it up, dust it off, maybe some rubbing alcohol, just to make sure it's nice and clean.
That's right.
Put your teeth back in. Those of you who have dentures, put your teeth back in. I know they're all rolling all around the floor.
All right, folks, we're going for the jumbo punny here.
Jumbo punty.
We want a lot of heat on this punny, not too much, but we want it to hold its heat, just like the base of this piece right now is doing, because this will be what's holding this thing on for the rest of its creation. And we're not done yet, folks. We're not just gonna break it off and flip it around and rip it open and put it away. We might do something crazy to it.
Oh, I got Laura here on YouTube saying that, yes, UK does their daylight savings in October. And then they go back, they jump forward in
Well,
what was it, March?
the reality is, Marcy, nobody really knows whether you're jumping forward or jumping backwards. Just figure it out.
It's fall back and spring forward, dude.
Well, you may know because you're pretty talented, but I sure don't know.
You need a few more years under your belt. I've got 3 on you.
Look at that punty. That's a beautiful shape.
That is a giant punty.
Giant punny.
Great shape, though. Great
It's
shape.
a great shape. That's exactly what you want.
And we are going to try to punny this all up, guys. This is going to be
How you
pretty
thinking on
crazy.
the
I'm going to try
timing?
to get a nice wide shot of this action for you.
Okay. This is pretty serious, folks.
This-
Spread the feet around, folks, if you're watching for the first
This is a
time,
nail
or if
biter.
not. This is pretty historical stuff happening on this show today. Quite a few beautiful pieces.
Oh, yeah. Chris is handing over some tweezers to Jake so that he can get a grip on this. Quite literally.
Well, I
Chris
got the
cannot punny
ball
this up by himself.
right down there showing me right where to go.
Let's make sure that it is nice and center. He always hits it high. I've noticed that as his assistant. He likes to hit it high. And he's backing up, backing up. And tool pass off.
That sure feels weird doing that from the opposite side. But I think we're on there. I think we're strong.
Little extra babyage.
I feel the leverage when he turns the pipe. It's bending the back. It's strong.
Drop
for
your
sure. It's ready
backhand,
to go.
man.
Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Water on the
I'm
neckline.
pushing.
Bring up here.
Oh, baby, come on.
Perfect.
What a beautiful shape.
Wow, guys. Just wow. Can I get a round of likes or
Yeah.
thumbs and cheers all
Yeah.
in the comment section? Just say cheers 4 times. There's an algorithm thing on the Facebook that's 4 words or more on the comments makes the algorithm like us more and spread it around. And Jake right now is really babying this piece
not too
again
big to try
make
and
sure
center
that
it up a
oil
little bit,
kinda
is it?
Cools down on the punty, but
Really?
that neckline starts heating up. Now, what he's doing is adjusting the actual point of the punty a little bit so that it's on center. Because it was just a little bit off, so he literally shoves it with the tweezers there to put it back on center so the glass is a little movie and groovy and he shoves it back where it needs to go.
All right.
Breathe, Jake, breathe.
Yeah.
Woo. And Chris over here just full of hot air.
Okay, count this to here. There you go.
It does taper up a little bit. It might look kind of nice with a flare. Look at how it's tapering.
A little bit of flair. Debating on how we go with this. Always remember, guys, this is the Glass Academy, where you always gotta have it hot. Those signs are so funny sometimes. Wow, guys, this is insane.
We're gonna need a nice GA stamp on there too.
They're just
Yeah.
debating on how things
I'm not
go a
gonna
little
go out
bit.
there.
Let me see if I can grab this
But
other
it-
phone.
maybe
here.
no puff.
See
I
if
mean,
I can
it's-
keep an eye
it's
on the
taper,
comments
it's
on
nice.
Facebook. So, here's the phone. Get my drink. Michelle in the
I'm
background.
just gonna stay out here then.
And we got Chris puffing air into the neckline
Another heat on
area
it.
of this piece that is warmer than the base. So that, oh wow, that really is like leveling out there, guys.
He's gonna be doing it,
An
yeah, from the
epic
outside.
piece of the dream team
Oh,
from
I don't know.
Connie.
You think I can reach
Thank
out
you,
there?
Lisa,
All right.
Robin,
I'm
thank
doing
you.
it.
Dana,
Yeah.
amazing. Peanuts is loving this.
I could do it from the outside.
We got Terry, we got Sydney, Karen, Colleen, Donna,
I'd rather just do it from
Lori.
the outside if you want to take this.
Heidi. Oh wow, look at all the spectaculars.
I've done it from the
Wow,
outside
wow,
a bunch of
wow.
times.
Thank you so much for adding 4 words and more, guys.
No,
Really helps the algorithm stuff. Because I know you guys
you
want to
take it.
really boost our stuff because it is awesome sauce. So after all this,
Thanks
what
for
are we
heating these
doing
up.
here? Oh, okay, I'm following you now.
You see, Michelle preheated these with the flame over here, and then got extra wax on them, so there's no sticking when we go in here.
Beeswax.
Who's paddling the lip? Back.
It's good. It's good.
Back.
So I'm going down.
Now they're communicating back and forth, trying to determine
That's why.
the rolling, which way we're going here.
Maybe do it one more time,
Inside,
just to,
outside,
or
do
does
it
it look?
one
I mean, it
more
looks
time,
pretty
guys.
good.
Looking really tight. They just want to tweak it just a little more.
Should we just get the stamp on there? Let's do it.
No more tweaking lip.
You got the stamp there. I'm bringing it over.
And
Little
take
little
it back
bigger
to
than
stamp.
usual.
So we are going to be putting this away, guys. This is a very large and then charge piece. And Jake's coming over with a teeny tiny little dot for our stamp.
Thanks.
Tool pass off, make sure things are correct. Just giant old mark.
Holy
Make sure
moly.
things are solid and tight.
Now talk about a nice wildflower bouquet special.
Longer than
Oh my
Jake's
God.
forearm and hand.
That is tight. That's what we was just saying. I think probably we should glove it, yeah. Number 4. Oh, let me take a look now.
Right side. I was loading the annealer arrow, so we can go on the right side of the annealer. Gotta lay it down though.
It's gonna be on the top rack, laying on its side.
Top right, full depth or this way?
Angled to the front, or do you think it's better to put it on the brick on the bottom?
It'd be better on the bottom.
I think so. There's plenty of room. Yeah, I'll put it in there.
I want to go in straight and lay it in and just knock it off.
We don't want to torch it? I say we torch it.
Torch bottom.
Yeah. I'll slide it in there real good.
So Jake here is mitten up. Mitten up.
Mitten up.
Mitten up.
Is that
Mitten
some
up.
type of oatmeal? What?
Stop making me hungry. And I know, guys, this is going to be a late show. I know we're definitely going to be going into overtime tonight because we are getting buck wild with the sizes here today. And Chris is breaking a sweat over here.
Not me. That's spit up.
Spit up, he
That's
says.
even worse.
All right, here we go. I'm giving him some heat on here so I don't shock the glass. He's got water, so he does shock the glass.
It's all about temperature control, guys.
Big time.
I'm going to be knocking it off.
I'm gonna grab it like
I
this.
was going to put it on the thing,
Oh,
and then when you just take it away. So
all right, all right.
Just move that thing off the spinny.
Yeah, all right. All right, okay, all right, okay.
I have no idea what's going on here. I'm doing the upside down flipperoo, guys.
Moment of truth.
Knocking it on
Moment of
its
truth.
lip.
Wow.
Look, it didn't need a torch.
It's perfect.
Wow.
That's what
Can't
I'm
even see it
talking
right now.
about.
Just look at this, guys. Tall cylinder.
Top to the bottom, Jake, like here and at the bottom, but don't touch the bottom with your gloves.
Right.
Jake just literally tossed that. I'm so sorry. I didn't catch that move, guys. And he is putting it away in the annealer. It is taking up the length of the annealer. And it is gone forever. Thumbs up from Michelle.
Yeah.
Jake can finally breathe again, and he looks a little dazed.
Wow.
And Chris is over here feeling
was
all
cool.
kinds of good.
Nice job.
Nice work, team.
Awesome
Nice work, team.
sauce.
That's a 4-person job right there, folks. Marcy on the camera. Mom and I handling the pickles. Chris making some
Wait,
crazy
that was
action
pickles flavor,
happen.
guys. That's a
That was
Thursday thing.
serious.
That was real serious. That was really serious.
Wow.
Wow. Just wow.
Well, folks,
I think we're going to
guess what we
bump
can
over
say
to
about
the
that.
Wheel of Names real quick.
wheel of names, sure. Let's give away some free glass.
Grab that bowl.
All right, folks, this is the piece made from last week, and we're going to have a giveaway tonight that we're going to give away as well, the last piece of the show we make. So I made this one last week. It was the final piece of the show. Everyone answered the giveaway question and answered by sending that to enews@glassacademy.com, and we pull together all those emails, all those names, all your answers. A lot of times we'll even pull together the answers and pass it around to the employees because we love to read it, and it's super cool.
All
So
right.
one of you amazing people is about to win this bowl. So here it comes. Show number 135 giveaway
Da-da-da. It's spinning.
for the candy dish, Halloween
And
candy dish.
revealing.
I know that one. There we go, folks. Jennifer. Jennifer's
Jennifer?
gotten a couple custom orders
You
in
know
her
who this
day.
email is?
I know who it is.
You
I
know
don't
who
want to
it is.
mispronounce her last name, but it's Jennifer Nave, perhaps. And she is a regular, folks, and we love to see that. And we love to see new people winning too. But congratulations, Jennifer. You got the low riser GA stamp signed show number 135 Super Twist Halloween Bowl.
Made on our Halloween show.
Made on the Halloween show.
Yeah.
So that's the free glass. What about we talk about the support and the purchasing of what we
Yeah,
make
let's
and
watch
what we
these
do
candy
for a living,
canes.
what allows us to make the craft, the passion that we love, and the stuff we love doing as a family here.
Talk about 11 and 12 over there. They're really interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know if we got to number 11 and 12, but 12 is from last week's show, folks. Same as that candy dish. Chris made the first of this year, and the first I've ever seen, an actual jack-o'-lantern with bloody fangs.
It's a monster. It's a monster eater.
This thing's hardcore.
Monster
Signed that one too. That was the only
monsters.
piece that was for sale from last week's show.
Yeah. But
That's cool.
number 11 is our Baker's Dozen variety.
And how many is a baker's dozen for all you Australians? Do you have bakers out there?
Everybody's got a baker. You need your bread somehow.
That's
but
true.
Baker's Dozen is 12 plus 1.
Ah, yes.
So you will get a total of 13 of our lovely candy canes here.
Do the
And they
bakers
are-
just not know how to count?
No. See. I actually know why.
Oh, tell me.
Well, you would make a dozen, but the baker would make one extra
So they can
as
eat
a
it?
tester.
Yeah.
So it might be a little smaller or something like that.
Sure.
Or that extra bit of dough that they didn't make it into the actual dozen.
So, we could be calling this a baker's dozen, but can we certify that we're going to give them 13 equally incredible candy canes?
We will be giving them
Certified by
13
tech support right here.
13 wonderful candy canes.
That's right.
Because wow, we got so many candy canes. We don't want to hold on to them. You guys
The
deserve
way
them so
that
much.
we do these and the way we put together these things are the same way. I talked about it with Michelle before we started. The same way as if you order 3 slugs or even 2 slugs and you say, I want one from the pink family and one from the orange family, we give you a beautiful match. And we are artists. We do this every day. We've got an artistic eye that we want to express to the people. That's why we love these shows. That's why we try and do this for a living. And that's what it's about. So when you're purchasing one of these combinations of colors, whether it's cold or whether it's warm or whether it's one of the sets of 3, give me a couple names of those.
We got the Winsome Warms,
Warms.
Classic Cools.
Classic Cools.
Where's
What are we
number-
calling number 8 right here?
Number 8 is the traditional
Traditional.
holiday holly.
Sure, that makes sense.
And then number 7 is our cinnamon special.
Cinnamon special, the spice,
Cinnamon
I love that.
special.
Yeah, we put these together, folks. They're curated. It's like you go to Spotify, you watch a playlist. Listen to a playlist that's curated by a professional in the industry. That's what we're doing, folks. And if you're interested in gifts for your friends and your family, typically each candy cane's 22 bucks. Anytime after this, they're 22 bucks, folks. And that's why we've set these as the first day of 12 Holiday Cheer, discounted, super cool deals, and super cool handmade items.
Yes,
So think about your
so
friends and family.
3
Think about
candy-
yourself.
Yes. 3 candy canes are usually $66, but that pack of candy canes right there is only $52 today. And that
And-
goes up come the holiday show.
Say hi to Poe.
And look at this little guy. Oh,
Oh, look at him.
He
Look
doesn't
at the
care.
Poe.
do you know you're streaming out to a bunch of people, thousands of people in the world right now, pal?
Let's go.
Anyway, folks, here's the name. Jennifer, I hope I said your last name right. Congratulations, folks. Send her some love in the chats, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or in the metaverse, or whatever that means.
Multiverse.
Multi-crazy world and interchangeable spaceship action. Folks, just,
Because no one can tell me that it all exists, but it all does not exist.
we don't know what's going on, but just
I'm
send
crazy.
some love out there. It's what it's all about, and as technology changes, we're going to keep making artwork, and we're going to keep having a good time. So spread that love around, folks, and we're going to get on to the next
Scotch
Peace.
decanter for Juan and Lucy. Do we know if this is for a special event or something here?
Honestly, I think it could have been. I don't think it actually is, though. I think it was for whiskey, and they really enjoy, or it was brandy, and
Brandy,
they
scotch.
need a brandy or scotch. I'm sorry, jeez. They all
Know
kind
your
of the same
alcohol.
in my brain. It's a brown liquor. I know someone's gonna smack me for that.
I'll smack him later.
But no, we kind of put this together. It was a really cool mixture of his ideas and my ideas. And he actually made 4 beautiful drawings on the custom order sheet for us and had talked to one of our gallery members and left it on my desk. And so then I reached back out to him, this was over email, and we discussed the different options, and I kind of suggested a couple things, and he agreed to
Look
what
at
was
this,
going
this is
on, and it's gonna be a really sweet one.
He's using the size 12 block to make a size 4
It takes talent.
thing here.
It takes talent, folks.
Giving it puff, blowing out that bubble.
Want to keep the bottom thick because it's a decanter.
Yes, yes.
Want to keep the
Speaking
bottom
loud
thick.
for the microphone.
That's right. And I do believe, folks, it's my turn for the camera.
What? I'm getting shoved off here?
Yeah, you're getting shoved off.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay.
There she is, folks. Give her a round of thumbs. Did a great job on there. Look at her double glasses. She's actually got 8 eyes.
That was the machine thumb.
Machine thumb.
All right, what you need?
I've been missing the camera here, folks, so let's make it happen.
The decanter, I'm going to need you to cap it while I'm in the mold over there. I'm going to use the same cylinder mold. And then I'm going to Van Gogh up the top with some gold right up the top edge. Clear on the bottom, Van Gogh on the top.
Yeah, and just light on the gold. One light pass, and then like 3 or 4 good Van Gogh swirls, and then you got clear crackle on the bottom.
Ooh, I need a crackle bucket.
Crackle
Crackle
bucket.
Can I unload that?
Yep.
That's
Okay.
gonna be good. And folks, Linda knows gin and tonic's all I really need to know. I have been getting into the tequila a little bit, but not too much of the dark
Do you want
liquor.
a size 8? One size
And
8.
I do love to see that Jennifer is actually watching here with us. It's super cool when people are watching and they win, they see their name pulled. It's pretty darn cool.
How about Juan and Lucy? Are they watching?
You guys, Juan, Lucy,
Come on,
you guys
Missy.
watching tonight?
It's stuff.
If you're on YouTube, I got it in my hand. If you're on Facebook, if you're on
Crackle
YouTube,
bucket.
Marcy's got it in her hand. I got Facebook in my hand, and all those other medias, they're just out there in the world. But we love reading the comments, folks. Amy can't wait to get her mug. We showed that off on the anneal reveal. Amy, that thing turned out tight. I love the subtle color in there. Strong pink on one side, but lots of transparency going on. That thing turned out beautiful. Sharon, I love that comment. Thanks, Robin. Yep, that was a sweetie. Look at this. Plant is thriving in the hot shop with those
Chris
mittens
over there.
and chalk. What a combination.
Now he's rolling on this pile of iris gold, this light iris gold here, so that we have a nice color change and shift towards the top of the piece here of the decanter.
That's right. And the placing that he put that out for is super important so that you only, and you can probably very subtly tell, you see the texture of the color. Here it comes, this thing's moving. Look at the control, folks. See that texture up near the top of the pipe? That's only where the gold is right there. So we're gonna have a clear, thick, crackle bottom. It's gonna look incredible. He's gonna get the Van Gogh action in there, he said.
Getting
So
the twist
that means he's
ins.
gonna give it a deep beat. This is actually a tougher procedure here than you would think, because just like with that last large piece, up near the pipe is the coldest spot. The tip furthest off of the pipe is the hottest. So it'd be really easy to Van Gogh the bottom of this piece where all the clear is, but he needs to go up to the top here where it's cool and give it those swirls. And look at how much it's moving around on him. He might need some, yep, he's got her capping the pipe. Beautiful. This is it's high level action. Beautiful. Now he's going to just start shaping it up. Apologize for the quick moves. Marcy, could you toss that gold in the dish there? Gotta have a clean marver. It's ironic how quickly tables acquire things. Maybe ironic's not the right word, but definitely know you gotta. Oh. Yeah, the thick boys. Here they are. There they are. He wants a thicker tweezer because those tweezers were actually bending while he went for the twist. You got to have some more stability in that metal. And the thin tweezers are nice for when, if you've seen our little COVID sculptures, kept the business afloat during the midst of all the wildness. Oh boy.
All right, guys. Chris has just deemed this
Unacceptable.
because that Van Gogh twist has just gotten crazy, and that bubble is all kinds of interesting on the inside, and it's just gonna blow out incorrectly and wrong. So let's go destroy it.
Beautiful.
On over here.
That's right, folks. The beauty of this color, too, is that gold can actually melt away as clear. So as much as this is treachery, we're actually not losing any material in that mistake, except for the little bit of gold that we used to actually put on the piece. And I love seeing when our clear bucket is nice and full. That means we're saving a lot of glass. We can recharge that, folks. A charge is when you put that back into the clear furnace.
I'm trying to get this thing to bust.
Yep, it'll bust in a minute. That's a lot of glass. It's got some weight to it, so I'm gonna leave you to handle that. We're gonna take a look over
Chris
here.
is resetting over here because he needs to rethink what he was doing.
Folks, there's a nice comment about our t-shirts if you're interested in grabbing some of those. Again, I wanted to show off the table to you all because candy canes are the bread and butter of the glass community. And I'm not sure how many of you have seen us actually pull cane, but when we pull cane, say we went for this yellow pull, you've got a glob about as big as the mass of glass that Chris and I had going for Tanya's large piece there, and you pull it and twist it the entire length of the shop. That's a beautiful set right there.
Hot off the press, hot off the press.
What's the news?
T-shirts are on the website under the gathering point.
Oh.
Rockstar Tech got them up. So the blue, light blue that Chris has at night, the photo didn't do very well, but that's the color blue. It's a really
Light blue.
awesome
I'm sorry,
color
folks,
blue.
they don't come pre-sweat into.
I could sell this one for a few extra bucks. You can hear me.
No, it's they're pretty
No, it's
beautiful.
okay.
The light
Don't
blue's
touch that thing.
awesome. I'm wearing the deep navy blue. I like it a
Don't touch
lot. It
that
almost
thing.
looks like black.
It's gonna.
But they're really well-made t-shirts. We switched up our t-shirt companies a couple times here throughout this past pandemic year, and we found one that we really love. It went back to our old one. They're pricey, but they're amazing. Awesome. You don't want to save that glass? Right.
Keep an eye on it.
Okay. Yeah. Marcy will hold on to it. Marcy's watching it. It's perfect.
Where to go?
Beautiful. So we're just trying to manage the stress of having a piece not work out, folks, and that's what glass blowing is all about. So I'll show you the table here one more time. I'm going to show you the board. It's been a solid day of blowing glass, and we're going into our third custom order. And these guys should be watching right now. Folks, if you're watching, send us a comment in the chats, and we'd love to hear some comments from some new folks as well, because we're picking up new viewers every single week. Tech support's working magic over here on the internet, the interweb, making everything go smooth, and we love it. Oh my goodness, and there's Leah. Could be Leia. I think it's gonna be Leah. But welcome to the show. Welcome to what we're doing. Folks, if you have questions, please ask them. We've been doing 135 shows now. We love the questions. It's almost like a podcast, folks. They are all documented on YouTube and Facebook. You can go back and watch the first ones we did in March of 2020 when we sat down as a family with nothing else to do but blow glass and keep our furnaces running and try and make some money to keep this business afloat. And here we are 135 shows later. Same staff, some changes to staff, new ideas, great things happening. And we love to answer questions because I know not everyone's been watching 135 shows. So we got to get caught up here. It stresses me out when I find a new podcast that's super cool and I got to decide whether I start from the beginning or start right in the middle. It's kind of tough. But as long as you've got it hot, folks, it's the golden rule in glass blowing.
I was getting that for you. Is that what you on?
Yeah, just slide it right up to the edge if you can.
Okay.
Beautiful. So Marcy's got the idea to slide this iris gold, some larger spots of an iridescent blinging gold. It's going to totally go with the Scotch beautifully. It's just the beautiful color combo.
I believe
Clear,
Chris is working
crackle,
on
so
blowing
you
that
can
bubble.
see all that Scotch in there. And a little bit of iridescent gold. Watching and learning, baby. That's what it's all about. Cooling the pipe down. He wants to make sure when he goes in here to get this gather, he's going to have all the leverage he wants. He wants to hold that pipe all the way up on the front. There it is. What would you estimate the temperature of this is right now?
I'd say 1721 and a half
1721.5. Shirts are a-sellin'. I heard a big yay from the background. Well, it's cool, yeah. Shirts aren't the moneymaker, but we do love having you guys support the business like that and represent by wearing a little Glass Academy apparel, baby. This one's got the Detroit puddle on there, super cool. Chris is going for a large gather. We are pulling that glass out of the tank, folks. And that's another large gather, and it's good. It's nice. Really trying to push the limits here. Popped it?
Bubble finally popped.
All right. That thing is crackled apart. That's not as intense as the crackle that we're going to do on the bottom here of this. Marcy, do you have YouTube still pulled up? Could you check if these two amazing people are actually watching on YouTube and commenting?
Oh, it's right here. We got Steve and a couple other people. It's right there.
All right, yep. She's assistant, so I better keep a look at it.
Right here.
Now Chris is giving it the full swirl. Look at this. I think he's good. Now he's got a little more control, and I see what he did there. He did it faster. He did it faster because right now, just like when I did that pumpkin, I took 3 heats, and he had done that to heat up that core bubble. But instead of doing those 3 heats first, he slapped the color on there real fast and then got his swirls in there before the whole thing started moving because it was all equal temperature all the way through. Yeah, super, super important. And that's the learning process right there, folks. That's glass blowing.
Just
Super
cleaning
cool.
up the marver for Chris over here so that things don't go stupid.
Beautiful clean marver.
Sorry, family-friendly show. Pardon my French.
There we go.
Oh, shit, I can't see anything.
So now look at the marver. Smooth hands. You got to be super, super consistent when you're rolling on the table. You pause for 2 seconds and you ovalize the entire piece. So you need to know what you're doing. That gold is going to pretty much disappear into the glass until we blow this out a lot thinner and let it stabilize. Ironically, both the pieces we did, and I'm not sure how large, you might or may not use the trough, but they're going to be similar shape. You are going to go for the trough? Decent. So that's 2 trough pieces in one show. What do you say, Mom?
Michelle's just going crazy over there.
Decent. Some tech support advice for you
excited.
all. What up, Carrie? Long time no talk. I heard Boston's doing
Chris is
real
giggling.
horrible out there in the NHL. Just kidding. I think they're actually doing pretty darn good, but so are the Wings. Are doing all right. Yeah, it's nice to be back on the camera and see some familiar names, folks. It's really cool getting to meet people and getting to learn these people, many people that aren't even in the state, doing all kinds of other business.
Sorry.
And, careful with all that.
Down here.
So now look at him shaping it up.
It smells like pickles over here.
So Marcy's putting air into it. Watch it expand. Oh, not too much more. And then Chris is going to be strategically, so what it's all about is your bubble placement and your heat placement. So he's blowing it out. He's putting the cold tool on the side so it doesn't blow out the sides. It blows out the bottom.
But we still need to keep thickness on the bottom so that when you set it down as a decanter, you don't crack it.
Precisely.
And we're also doing that crackle technique, so we need it a little extra thick.
Double thickness. That's right, Pammy. Lots of love for the tech support team. You all know my sister was a part of probably the first 50 shows we did. Super important that here I am. That
Getting some length into this piece here.
we recognize everyone in the back.
Because we need
Behind
those
the
walls
scenes.
to pull out. Let me know.
Hello?
Look at this move.
Good?
Look at this angle, folks. There's just not another shop I know of where you can see that kind of angle and watch what's going on in the glass shop. Look at this. Directly into the water bucket. Are you serious? Look at that crackle. I'm going to get a great zoom on that in a minute here. Folks, it's hot enough that he can dunk it in water and not have it crack all the way through. Oh my goodness gracious. This takes a steady hand and a serious knowledge of the temperature and the thickness of the piece you're working.
And practice.
Many, many years of practice.
Many practice. Many failures.
Many practice, Marcy.
Many
More
practice.
than one. Many practice.
Many practice. Don't worry, guys. Jake and I wind up talking gibberish while we're working.
Yeah, we don't even make a lot of sense usually after like the 10th pumpkin. We just turn into pumpkins. That's 3 beautiful crackles. This is looking better than I was expecting.
And that's why the master's making it. Capping the thing.
Cap and a squish in the trough. Folks, if you guys heard someone say they were going to do that, if you were just walking around on the street,
Cap and a squish in the trough.
cap and a squish in the trough, what would you think?
See, that's one of the things. When you're doing art, there are very few things that actually make sense outside of a studio.
It's very true.
Cap.
Here it comes. So she's capping it. She's holding the air in there as he pushes forward and squishes it down. Oh my God, are you
Woo!
serious? We're on a
Very
roll
nice,
here
very
tonight.
nice.
Look how nice and tight.
Oh my God. And it's thick enough
Maurice.
on the bottom that it's gonna have serious weight. It's not gonna
Do
feel
you want
flimsy.
this on a counterweight?
It's holding that
The
crackle.
big one?
Bring me the Maurice on the counterweight, and then I'll just make a money on it.
You want the big one?
No, just the rusty one.
Rusty one?
Will you take a slow turn for me here? Look at the texture on the bottom. You see the swirls up in the top. When we reduce that gold, when we bring the iridescence out, jaws
All right,
will be
so
hitting
I
the floor
am-
again.
Gathered a piece of glass here, and we're going to put a little dip on the end here called a Maurice.
Beautiful.
And I'm coming straight to a marver. Take a flash.
Folks, Lucy is doing amazing. I can't even, just imagine the most amazing thing, and then that's pretty much what it is. She's running a team of people on a farm, running the show, doing an amazing job, cooking up all kinds of incredible, local grown, amazing foods.
Working on it.
Yeah,
Getting
she's
some
doing
coaching
great.
here
Love
on
to see
how to
those
do
hearts
this.
coming into, whether it's for tech support or what we're doing here or whatever's going on. A lot of love coming around. That's what it's all about.
Do you want a gradual top, or do you want a kind of a notched in like this, Jake?
We had it drawn up as a gradual top.
Okay.
Yep. And I can actually, if we take a look at the custom order sheet, folks,
Okay, I remember how it was gradual.
I just wanted to show them real quick. It's around here somewhere. I see it. Let's watch this punnying process. Beautiful punny, Marcy. Really nice.
That is dead center, guys.
That's
I
a
can
dead center
feel the
stick.
centerness of it. Where my actual boil of it is really lopsided, but Chris, with his years of experience, has just put this dead center.
Here comes the break.
Slightly.
Beautiful. Away it goes. Gold on top, clear crackle on the bottom. It's onto the yolk. The handoff's complete. And we are set, baby. I'm coming right over here to our custom order sheet. I'm gonna do the best I can. Just take a look at that if you're new to the show, folks. Take a look at our color shelf. Talk about the coolest thing ever, that
You want an iris
earthly
look
metals and minerals change the color of the glass and can make that many different colors.
I'm gonna trim it out just a little bit.
It's
so I don't
ridiculous.
mess up the mango.
Okay.
And then,
But we take it over here to the custom order sheet. I'm gonna flip this up right to where we wanna be, which
Okay.
is, boom, right there. Nice drawings. We circled it. I got back to him. I told him which ones of the 5 he drew up that I wanted to suggest would look the best for the design and the type of drink he was looking for, and we decided on that far left one. Chris knows what we're making. He's pretty much already got that shape there, but he's going to elongate it, accentuate it a little bit, and get it looking real clean. How's the YT looking?
Looking interesting.
So that is,
trough on it?
Trough?
Little pouring area or no?
no, I don't think so. Maybe just a little bit of a flare. Yep. There's no topper on this one, which we had already spoke about. We gave them a few different options, and that's what it's all about when you're doing a custom order. That's actually the wrong sheet there, but when you're doing a custom order, folks, we want to have options. And some people hit me up and they just say, hey, you're the artist, here's the colors I want, let's get it. Or some people have a very specific design that they're interested in. But as we always say, folks, 30% of the design is reserved to the artist. We need to have our bit of say. We're not just producing things for people around the world. We're making our own style of artwork, and we love to collaborate with you guys, collaborate with the customer, and make an amazing piece. Don't go fishing with that thing. You could poke a fish's eye out. But it's just a blast, folks. If you've never had a custom order done, holler at us. Just let me know what you're thinking. We can come up with something really cool. Oh my
Chris
God,
is
look at
pulling
this.
out the lip of this piece because he wants to thin it out ever so lightly. And also make it nice and even and squared off so that it's a very good taper to it.
That's right.
And the glasses.
That's about where we want to be.
I think that's looking pretty good. Could maybe, I mean, you're talking about maybe tighten the lip up a little bit and flare it out.
I'm gonna pull it out a little bit longer up there.
Yeah, I would say so.
So there is a misconception about thickness and density of glass and the overall price of it, or
The worth?
well-made pieces.
Are you saying people think that the thicker the better?
That is a misconception.
Yes.
The thinner, definitely the more talented, because the working really thin is really hard.
Very difficult. But there's some pieces you want thickness. Beer mugs, you want to have some thickness. If we're talking goblets, you don't want a chunky goblet. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I honestly think it would wind up.
It would be treachery. Lori's talking about Jaws on the floor. I love those placed capital letters. It almost looks like it's some sort of movie. Jaws hitting the floor, part 2.
Just
Nice.
skeleton drop.
Did you get anything from Juan and Lucy?
I think actually that could have been them on YouTube. Said thank you so much. A different
that you
name.
guys?
A different name
Can you
than
verify that?
Lucy. Maybe that's a nickname, but if they're watching on YouTube, that's what it's all about, and I hope they are. Folks, someday when I really get organized, I will start sending out reminder emails to people before they get their custom order done.
Jake's
But
too busy.
you got to imagine when we design something together and you put it up and we've got our date already lined up, that if you're forgetting about your custom order, then I don't know what's going on. Look at the steady hand. It's a tiny opening for a large piece, so he's using the big jacks because it's so tall, but he's really finessing it with a gentle hand. That's looking great.
Looking real good.
Great.
How about a clear stamp?
And we
Yeah.
are going for the stamp, guys.
Talking
Chris
about.
is done with this piece and he is happy with it.
Beautiful. Sharon, I love your custom order ideas. It's what it's all about. And if they do get too crazy, you know the deal. I just pass it off to Chris and let him work your brain a little bit. It's a great teamwork going on. Oh, Julie, watch out for all that business. Sounds like treachery. Now wait, folks, because we still got the iridescent bling bling that we're going to be putting upon this piece. There's the GA stamp, super clean. I think it looks amazing on the sides of our handmade pieces. It just kind of adds a stamp of approval, and it looks certified. It looks like almost like old school a little bit. Here comes the iridescence, folks. Look at the flames pouring out of there. Here comes the bling bling, folks. The reveal. Oh, baby. Look at this. Look at the crackle on the bottom. Look at that texture. You got swirls of gold in the top. You're going to see that liquor in there beautifully, whether it's dark or light or steamy or whatever. Green, who knows?
I'd say Patty's Day.
All right, here comes the break off. Are you putting that on the lip?
Heck no.
You're gonna torch the bottom, or what's the put it away? You got it. Here we go. He's
putting a little bit of extra love on the bottom here. You're just going right into the annealer, into the gloves. Into the gloves, here it comes. Wow. That was just a little wood stamp. He barely touched the side of it and it popped off. That is a smooth break. Beautiful punny, Marcy.
You have to touch the piece if you can. I'll push it if I need to.
Right next to the other piece. Oh my God.
Yeah, girl.
Now that is a solid, solid run right there. Oh my
I can smell my mitts. Yeah, look at
The
this.
mitts do be sizzling for sure. Those aren't regular oven mitts, folks. If you grab glass with regular oven mitts, you would be having problems. So folks, a reminder for you all. Here is the giveaway question. We're gonna do the giveaway piece. Let's see what time it is. It's time for the giveaway piece? Or is it time? Time to end the show, says tech support. It's true.
What's going on?
It is the busy season, and
Busy
folks,
season.
sometimes we do go over like this, and we got to think about our timing because we're adding many custom orders to the show. That's one more custom order than typical.
Wait,
So we're gonna pick something out for the giveaway. Chances are it could have something to do with a set of candy canes, or it could be some other holiday cheer piece. But we're gonna give it out next week. If you've entered, that means you've answered this question: do you buy our candy canes as gifts or for yourself? And you send it to enews@glassacademy.com, folks. That's how you enter to win. Next week we'll do the wheel names. Jennifer, congratulations on this ridiculous candy dish, Halloween candy dish special. Snowmen coming up in the near future, folks. A lot of beautiful things. And I'm gonna do one more nice solid pass over of our beautiful candy cane display. Folks, they each have their own total 3-piece setting as stated on the website. We've got 6-piece, look at this blue one here, the tight twister, sweet special. Cool and warm mystery packs, and you got a 12-piece number 11 mystery pack put together by the artists at the Glass Academy here in Dearborn, Michigan. Folks, if you're new to the show, join us on Thursday. We're going to be doing a incredible contemporary couple of pieces. Michelle and I will be making one. She's working with wispy and stick. I'm going to be working with round and centipede, folks. We're going to see what we can pull out of our brains there.
And join us for the next day of holiday.